Hello everybody and welcome to another video. My name is the Goldman and today I wanted to talk about the High Republic and its potential for hitting the silver screen. Now, for those of you who are my regular viewers, this isn't really going to be a video essay, just me speculating on the future of the franchise. If you are interested in me doing this type of content, please let me know what topics you might want me to cover. Also, please don't forget to smash that like button as it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. Now, on with the video. Now, for those of you who don't know, the High Republic is a multimedia project that was announced this past February, and it will be a series of books and comics that chronologically take place about 200 years before The Phantom Menace. Now, with all these recent movie announcements, there's been much speculation as to whether or not these movies will actually cover the High Republic storyline. Now, given the concept of a story with new characters in a new time period, I actually really like this concept for a movie series. However, since we've been given a brief synopsis of the High Republic, I actually don't think that this is the era that we will be seeing on the silver screen, and this is why. The High Republic era has been described as a period of time where the Galactic Republic was said to be at its height. It was also a golden age for the Jedi, who were significantly more active throughout the galaxy, in a time of expansion and exploration in the Outer Rim territories. Now, so far this actually sounds like a pretty decent pitch for a movie. However, as we get more information, I think less that this is a fit for the silver screen. Wikipedia continues, an event known as the Great Disaster, in which starships across the galaxy were suddenly kicked out of hyperspace, also occurred during this era. During this time, the galaxy was not as settled as it was during the time of the Galactic Civil War, which is also known as the original trilogy, as eras like the Outer Rim were dangerous and difficult to navigate. In response, an enormous space station called the Starlight Beacon was constructed at a great effort and expense and placed in the center of the Dark Zones. Now, I actually don't know what they mean by the Dark Zones, maybe it just means unexplored areas. The station would send out a signal that acted as a beacon, helping travelers find their way. So based off of this brief synopsis, it appears that this conflict is going to be one that would be quite hard to translate into film. People across the galaxy would be stranded on their own planets and unable to use hyperspace. I find it really hard to believe that Lucasfilm would devote $200 million into making a film where hyperspace isn't active. This would leave the scope of the movie to be rather quite small. Also, the catalyst for this conflict will take place during the first book, Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. I think it would be a terrible idea to start a film series where the catalyst for the conflict was addressed in a book. And there's no way they're gonna make the first movie a film adaptation of the first book. But I think the bigger reason has to do with what was established during the prequels. In The Phantom Menace, it was established that the Sith had been gone for 1,000 years, and in Attack of the Clones, it was also established that there had not been a galaxy-wide war for 1,000 years. So, given that the High Republic era only takes place 200 years before the prequels, that means the scale of this conflict cannot be too large if Lucasfilm does not want to contradict their own canon. But I think the biggest reason why this era wouldn't be a good fit for film is because of the lack of the Sith. During this time, the Sith are in hiding and the Jedi can't know about them. Does Lucasfilm really want to devote hundreds of millions of dollars to a film series where there are no Sith involved? I just can't picture them doing that, especially since they could easily travel back to the Old Republic era and tell stories of a galaxy-wide war where thousands of Jedi fought thousands of Sith. That would be my personal preference for the next film series, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, I want it to be clear that I really do like the concept of the High Republic storyline. I think that it would make an excellent book series, and I could also see them devoting resources to a Disney Plus series. I just still think that's a little bit unlikely. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the High Republic will be the next film series? If so, I would actually really like to know why you think that. I just don't see it happening, but anyway, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at TheGoldman25. I hope everyone enjoyed my speculation on the High Republic, and I'll see you guys next time.